Microorganism, Friends and Few, Science Chapter 2, Class 8 NCERT. What are microorganisms? Organisms that are so small that they can only be seen through a microscope are called microorganisms or microbes. Example, a bird gets grassy white patches during rainy season. What is microbiology? The study of microorganisms is known as microbiology. Okay, it means whatever we study about, if I study about microbe, so that's called a microbiology. Okay, so now the next is that where they live. Okay, if we talk about where the organism live, so just look at here. Microorganism live. Microorganism live be found in almost any kind of environment: hot desert, plain regions, salt water, marshland, and inside other organisms. Microorganisms can survive volcano, deep sea, and even vacuum. Now we will discuss about the classification of microorganism. So there are 5 major group of microorganisms. These are as follow: bacteria, algae, protozoa, fungi and virus. Now we will discuss about bacteria. So what is bacteria? That's a most important thing we have to know. Actually, bacteria, they are simple living organisms and mostly single-celled tiny organisms, but they live together in colonies of millions. Bacteria are found in 4 different shapes. First, rod shape called bacilli, round shape called cocci, spiral cell called spirally, and comma shaped called vibria. Okay, now we will discuss about algae. Yeah, okay, so it is clear about bacteria. Okay, that's a comma shape called vibria. And if we talk about algae, so algae are simple plant. Okay, this is a plant like organisms which are usually aquatic in nature. It means algae make their own food. They contain a cell wall and chlorophyll and can make their own food by photosynthesis. Algae can be unicellular or multicellular. Some of the common example are diatoms, chlorodomus, and seaworts. Now, protozoa. So what is protozoa? These are unicellular microbes, organisms similar to animals that can move about to compare food and are heterotrophic in nature. They are mostly aquatic in nature. Amoeba, paramecium are some example of protozoa. So it means it is an aquatic animal, so he make air food with the help of others. Now we will discover fungi. Fungi, plant like organisms that do not contain certain chlorophyll, are called fungi. Fungi may be unicellular or multicellular and are found in warm and moist place. Fungi can be heterotrophic, saprotrophic, or parasite in nature. Example: yeast, rhizoporus, mushroom, and puffball. Everyone know what mushroom and yeast, everyone know, because it's a very simple example for you to understand what is fungi. Now virus. What is virus? Viruses are smaller than any known cell. Now this time is a coronavirus, COVID-19. That's a very famous and very dangerous virus that right now. Now, virus can only be seen with electronic microscope. Virus can reproduce only inside the bodies or other organism, which means they need a host. It means virus need a host, then it be produced, otherwise not possible to produce. Okay, useful microorganisms. Some microorganisms are useful, like microorganisms are useful in food or behaviorist industries, in making medicines and vaccines, in agriculture, and in cleaning the environment. Now, food and beverage industry. Bacteria help us in making certain foods. Lactobacillus is a bacteria that stores milk and is used to make curd from milk. Milk say curd. Okay, many fungi like mushroom and morellus are edible, which are rich in nutrients. Yeast is commonly employed in preparing food items like bread, cake, idli, dosa, dhokla, etc. Yeast is also used to beverage for making wines by the process of fermentation. Okay, so we will also making wines, bread with the help of yeast. And now you also using yeast in your home to making idli, dosa, dhokla, cake, whatever you want to make. And curd is also making with the virus, bacteria. Okay, making medicine and vaccine. So bacteria and fungi are used to make medicines called antibiotic. The first antibiotic, penicillin, was discovered by Alexander Fleming. Some common antibiotics are streptococcus and tabraminin. Microbes are used to make vaccine. Bacteria and yeast are used in making vitamin B complex tablet, and the human hormone called insulin can also be obtained from bacteria. So it is very important for our daily life and our health also, because he has given some importance about bacteria. Now the next topic is that in cleaning the environment, that how the microbes clean the environment. So we know that, friends, microbes help to keep our environment clean by decomposing dead matter. They decompose substance or recycle as they get reused from the soil by plants. Some bacteria decompose sewage and other waste in water. So there is also bacteria present in sewage and water. So they clean the water for our drinking use. Okay, now how it is help in agriculture. So some bacteria like ribosium, blue-green algae like nostoc live in root nodes of plants such as gram, pea, etc. These bacteria absorb the nitrogen of the atmosphere and convert it into nitrate, which serve as natural fertilizer for plants, hence in changing soil fertility. Okay, so that's a given ki how bacteria and how the virus are helpful for in agriculture, especially bacteria is helpful. Now nitrogen, what is nitrogen fixation? So we know that 78% of nitrogen is composed of nitrogen, but green plants cannot utilize gaseous nitrogens. Okay, gaseous nitrogen needs to be converted into compounds of nitrogen so that plants can utilize nitrogen. The process of converting nitrogen into compounds which can be taken up by green plants is called nitrogen fixation. Okay, you understand what is nitrogen fixation? Following are the main step of nitrogen fixation. So I am here give you the some important things. So just take a screenshot for you and learn this how to green vaccination is completed. So just take a screenshot so you will get understand, like blue green algae and some bacteria converting gases nitrogen into compound of nitrogens, like the during lighting some of the nitrogens in atmosphere gets converted into compound of nitrogen. Third is that C portion, green plant absorb nitrogen compounds from soil. Plants make protein and various other important molecules from nitrogen. Nitrogen reach the body of other organism through food again. Okay, so that's 4 point A B C D is given. So just take a screenshot so it's helpful for you to understand this thing, and please note it down in your copy. Okay, now we will discuss about nitrogen cycle. So what is nitrogen cycle? Read this one, this thing if you want. So if we will talk about here, one thing is more than I want to tell you. Green plants absorb nitrogen compounds. It means what is we know that the plants cannot be access nitrogen gas directly. So the nitrogen fixation is the process in which the green plants convert nitrogen gases into nitrogen compound. So we can the plants can easily take to processes food. Okay, now the next topic is that nitrogen cycle. What is nitrogen cycle? So we will discuss about nitrogen cycle. So the cycle of events by which nitrogen is channelized into the living world and back to atmosphere is called nitrogen cycle. Okay, हार्मफुल माइक्रोनिज्म्स, यानी ऐसे कौन कौन से माइक्रोनिज्म्स हैं जो हार्मफुल हैं. सो माइक्रोनिज्म्स दैट कॉज डिसीजेस इन ह्यूमन, एनिमल एंड प्लांट्स आर कॉल्ड पैथोजेनस ऑर्गेनिजम्स. Diseases that can spread from an infected persons to an healthy individual through air, water, or direct contact are called communication diseases. Example: common cold, chicken pox, AIDS, etc. And some is given that microbes, organisms also cause a disease in animal and plant. For example, here's I just look at here. Anthracite is a disease caused by bacteria and affect human and cattle. A virus causes the dangerous foot and mouth disease in cattle. So Chytrius caner is a bacteria disease that affect trees or certain fruits and in separate by air. Roots of wheat is viral diseases that affect vegetable like bhindi and spread by insect. Malaria is actually caused by pathogens called plasmodium, which is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquito. Dengue is caused by dengue virus and spread by female Aedes mosquito. So here is given some about the diseases, about how is happen with the I just want to talk about some disease like dengue and malaria. So this is two very important disease which you have to discuss, and please note it down in your notebook, because these two diseases definitely come your maybe come in your examination. So please note it down this one. Okay, now we will discuss about the next, preventing the spread of communicating diseases. So some simple method of limiting the spread of communicative diseases are to keep the infected person separated from other and to advise him to keep a handicap on the nose and mouth while sneezing, to keep our environment or surrounding clean, never let garbage collect in our neighborhood. A timely vaccination against disease should also be taken to prevent mosquito from breeding. We should not allow water to collect anywhere in our neighborhood. So this is the process how we prevent the separator of the diseases. So you can follow this. Yeah, definitely you follow this and you can be fit from the diseases, and you can avoid this type of diseases that was very harmful for you. So now the next is food spoiling. What is food spoilage? Food spoilage, many bacteria and fungi grow on food item and produce certain toxic substance. We know that. Okay. So what this makes the food unfit for consumption. Consuming such food can cause a serious illness called food poisoning. So that's called a food poisoning. Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms that grow on our food. Sometimes products toxin substance. These makes the food poisonous, causing serious illness and even death. So it is very important that we prevents food to prevent it in from being spoiled. Okay, so always be mind that you never eat many days old food or outdoor food, yeah, open food. That's a very dangerous for you. Okay, how do you prevent your food preservation? Preserving of food to prevent their spoilage and the retain nutrition's value for period is called food prevention. Okay, food can be preserved using many methods: heating, cooling, canning, salting, sweating, and dry or dehydration. So what is that? Just look at here. Heating, it means heating food of the high temperature kill microbes. For example, milk and water are boiled to kill microbes. Cooling, food can be kept in refrigerator at about 5 degrees Celsius, which delay its spoilage. Canning is done to package or prevents food of drink by putting it in a sealed airtight container. Salting, fruits and vegetables can be preserved by using salt and then dry. Salt prevent the growth of microbes. Sweating, excess sugar can also work on the same principle as salting. Jams, jelly, and squares are prevented by this method. Dry and dehydration. Dehydration of food removing water from it. This step microorganisms from growing, as they cannot grow without water. So this is the process. Okay, in this process, I like this the most one, dry and dehydrate. You can easily see grapes. What happens when the grapes are dry? So when the grapes are dry, it's become a resin. So you cannot store grapes for more time, but you can easily store resins for a longer time. And we know that these things how it's happen. Now let's talk about the chemical preservation. So what is chemical preservation? Just wait, sorry. Chemical like sodium benzoate and sodium metabolism prevent microbiotic attacks and are often used to preserve jam, sauce, and ketchup. So this is the process which have to preserve our food. So that is some common human disease caused by microorganism. So here I just take this screenshot for this one, and now I'm just stop my lecture. See you students in next class, and don't forget to like and subscribe.